Lok Sabha has also been adjourned. That's the big breaking news that is coming in right now. So within minutes, remember at about 2 p.m., just a little over it, when the Parliament House had started and Rajya Sabha was adjourned within seconds, Lok Sabha has now been adjourned as well. So both houses of the Parliament have been adjourned, Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha, amid the uproar and the protest by the opposition parliamentarians till 11 a.m. today. Till 11 a.m. tomorrow, the houses of the Parliament have been adjourned. So now 7th February is when again the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha will be resuming. Ever since the budget session and specifically since the Adani controversy had erupted and amid the backdrop of the Hindenburg research report and then the crashing of the market, because for example, KCR, Telangana Chief Minister, had said that this is the Indian banking system at crisis and risk right now. So it appears that while the government is putting out a defense, while Adani Group is saying they are going to fight back and ensure nobody faces a financial loss, it has become a huge political showdown. Both the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha have been adjourned for now amid all this hangama and commotion. 11 a.m. tomorrow is when both houses of the Parliament will resume again. We'll just dip into the reactions also that have come in from the members of Parliament, but we can see that it's a defiant opposition right now. We saw Jagdeep Dhankar there in the Rajya Sabha, who did say that you need to see how the common people are looking at it. We are having a disrupted session. We need to ensure that we discuss issues pertaining to the Parliament session right now. But it clearly, as of now, we can see protests still unfolding inside the Parliament, where the hangama took place, then right outside of the Gandhi statue, and then on the streets as well. So ahead of the House proceedings, remember, in the morning itself, the opposition parties had met the leader of opposition, Mallikarjun Kharge. They had met in his chamber in the Parliament building and they wanted to chalk out a strategy. Focus is Adani financial scam allegations. The focus is asking for a demand of a probe into it, monitored by the Supreme Court or the Joint Parliamentary Committee. Mausami Singh is at the Parliament right now. She's tracking all the latest on that. Mausami, the Congress party is all guns blazing, leading the campaign in the Parliament and also on the streets. But what's happening? This, the budget session appears is going to be whitewashed.
Absolutely, Pooja. If you look at the way the opposition parties have joined force as far as cornering the government is concerned, this is a cause of worry for the government. If you look at the business being transacted in the House, there was a motion of thanks. Discussion was to happen on that, but with the opposition parties, more than 17 of them, upping the ante, protesting at the Gandhi statue and then giving several notices of adjournment, which the chairman and the speaker have sidelined. The opposition is in no mood to conduct any business in the House, and there's been an uproar. There were adjournments in the morning as well, and even now, very little business being transacted. The opposition think it is an opportunity to corner the Prime Minister and, in fact, get the government on the mat as far as the economy is concerned and compromising the interests of investors is concerned.
Singh with the latest on that. Mausami, stay on with me, because for now both houses of the Parliament, the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha, have been adjourned within minutes of resuming at 2 p.m. They were adjourned in the morning till 2, but when it resumed, there was again uproar, hangama, and the protests continued. Mausami Singh continues to be with me. Mausami, what are we looking at possibly as the government strategy? Because the government is saying that we are not going to have a discussion on this. We have other issues pertaining in the Parliament that we have to focus on. And speaking to reporters also in the Parliament, Prahlad Joshi, who's the Parliamentary Affairs Minister, he had said that when the government stand is being asked on this Adani Group issue, that the government has nothing to do with this, and that the opposition is just disrupting the House over this because it has no other issues to talk about. So the government says that why are we being pushed about it, why are we being asked, we have nothing to do with it, but the opposition says we need to have a discussion, a debate on this. We need, as you can see, look at that banner on your screen in the center of the screen. We demand JPC, the Joint Parliamentary Committee, or a Supreme Court monitored investigation on the Adani scandal. So that's a big banner. Posters are ready with the Congress and the opposition putting up a united face. So Mausami, does the government have any strategy than to say we have nothing to do with this matter, we are not going to have a discussion? Because as of now it appears that it's all going to get washed out. What are you listening about or hearing about what the government has to say?
See, as far as this matter is concerned, Pooja, there's a deadlock because the government is simply accusing the opposition of indulging in the politics of disruption. And the battle lines are drawn because the government is saying that we don't have anything to do with this, and there are certain agencies and mechanisms in place that will take the matter up in due course. So as far as SEBI is concerned or any other agency is concerned. So the government, in fact, is saying that the opposition is trying to brew trouble when there is none, and that's the reason that this is sheer politics that is happening at the cost of business being conducted in the parliament. So we are unlikely to see that there is going to be any thaw in this entire stream of opposition parties, rallying against the government. There could be more protests up on the cards as far as this entire week is concerned. And the budget session, the first leg of the budget session in the parliament is heading towards a washout. So we will have to wait and see. The demand of the opposition is for a JPC. So unless the government agrees on a joint parliamentary committee on the matter, it is unlikely that there is going to be any thaw or going back as far as the matter is concerned. So this is, we see after a long time that the opposition parties like the Samajwadi Party, the Aam Admi Party, even the TMC, coming on the same...
All of them have got together this time, Mosmi. They may have disagreements. Even in the Bharat Jodo Yatra, some of these parties decided to not join in. But on this issue of Adani scandal allegations, they have got together. So that's what the visuals on your screen are about the protests that are being launched. And the government says we need to discuss issues that concern to this session right now. Mosmi Singh with the latest coming in on that. Mosmi, thank you very much for now.